Hello and welcome back to another episode of Accidentally Furry, where I check out things that made us what we are today. Furries. In this episode, I want to take a look at some rather famous animal characters. It's not a game, but I never said I would only cover games, right? The medium we're looking at today is a sequel of the Great War. A second Great War, kinda. The developers thought it would be a great idea to add some new flavor here and there, so they used the likeness of their personas and added them to vehicles. And today we're gonna check them out. At least the most famous ones and the ones that I kinda like. I wanted to start small, so here we go. Looking at a light German vehicle, also called Lux, which is a German word for lynx. Lynxes are quite cute. They have tufts on their ear, which give them a distinct look. It's quite sad that they didn't give this vehicle tufts though, but what can you do? Lynxes have over 16,000 entries on the MSG website, which is quite something. Not even Pikachu in my Pokemon episode could beat that. Anyway, that's a really cute vehicle to start with. But we're getting bigger, and I also wanted to take a look at some US developed vehicles. So this is a Wolverine. The Wolverine is a lot less cute, I think. It wasn't even given the name by its users, apparently it was a name given by Chrysler in advertisements. But Chrysler didn't even develop or build it, so yeah, I don't really like it that much. It's a lot less cute. But since we're talking about Wolverines, the Germans have made a little brother of the Wolverine, the Marder, or Marten in English. I'm not sure we can show such a big bulge on YouTube. But it's for educational purposes, right? So it's fine. The Marder has a weird origin story too. Marder are famous in Germany for stealing eggs. So all of the Marder vehicles are basically just stolen parts put together. The Marder 1 was a stolen French tank. The Marder 2 was a repurposed Panzer II tank. And the Marder 3 was a stolen Czech tank. But back to the US for a second. Because we're getting a bit experimental with their sonars. What is better than the German cat sonars? Right, a cat from hell. So this is a Hellcat. It's pretty cool, huh? The US thought so too, and so they built over 2,500. But the MSG website seems to disagree, which is sad. That's only like 34. Sad. But let's go back to Germany for some OG cats. Because as everybody knows, cats are cool. That's why the people say cool cat. So first we're gonna take a look at the Panther. The Germans went hard on these, they even officially named them Panther. They were really proud of their personas. It's supposed to sneak up on its prey and defeat it quickly. That's why these big and stealthy cats are the personas of choice. That's why the next one is the Tiger. The Tiger is even bigger than the Panther, of course. It has one of the biggest cannons that were developed at the time. Not a lot of these heavy boxes were built, as they were very expensive. But the MSG website has over 69,000 examples of them. Very nice indeed. And look at them. Eat box with cannon. Very fearful. Very oof. And from big sonars we go to small sonars. Even though the vehicle in question is getting even bigger. After the Tiger, we got the Maus, which is German for mouse. But only 2 of this super heavy chunker were ever built. This is the fattest mouse that I've ever seen, with over 180 metric tons. Yeah, that's frightening indeed for such a little mouse. But aside from that, Germany also had some weird animals thrown into the mix. So here goes with some rapid fire. The elephant and the nashorn, which is German for elephant and rhinoceros respectively. These look really similar to one another, and their species look also really similar to one another too. Right? Both have big horns and a weird skin, and they're grey. So yeah, it kind of fits, right? And not just that, both have around 5,000 pieces of art on the MSG. Not really cute, but majestic, I guess. And next up And the last ones for the Germans, I wanna talk about the Hummel, which means bumblebee, and the Wespe, which means wasp. Similar to the other two, these were named in the same fashion. The wasp is a little bit smaller than the bumblebee, but they work similarly to the Marder. They put a big cannon on the chassis of a tank and called it a new tank. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about the kangaroo. I love this one. Just like the name suggests, this little fella is used to carry things. Personnel especially, like seen in this photograph. Even though it is called a kangaroo, it isn't an Australian design, but it is Canadian, which is surprising. So the Canadian wish they had a pouch to carry things in. That's adorable. Good on you, Canada. Sometimes I also wish I were a kangaroo. Having a pouch would be super useful. So yeah, I feel you, Canada. And lastly, I wanted to talk about something else, which also shows you how naughty these developers had been. This is a foxhole. Yes, you heard me correctly, a foxhole. And look at how deep he's inside of it. Oh god. My. What a weird place the fandom can be. So kinky. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed this quick look into the sequel of The Great War, and I hope to see you next time. Bye and happy April Fool's Day.